Guys, hope you are doing well. This will be a market analysis video where we shall be analyzing Nifty, Bank Nifty, as well as the US markets, and we are also going to have a look at a few swing trade setups for the upcoming week that should do well if the market conditions favor us, right? So let's get started without further delay. So the first thing that I am going to look at is of course your Nifty, right? So Nifty, let me first switch to our 5 minutes time frame. All right, so you can see here this is my hourly time frame on Nifty, and this is looking pretty great, to be honest. So the first thing that I would like to point out is this short term uptrend. So yeah, this trend lines indicate the price direction, right? Now what has to be kept in mind here is that the prices have overextended, right? The bull run has been pretty strong. The Nifty has broken its all time high and has created a high of about 18,887, right? You can see here that's a major upside movement on Nifty. Now whenever there is a new all time high being created, there has to be a retracement as well, right? So people need to book profits, and that's the time for now. uh, you can see here the price has shown some profit booking in today's session. It was down by about 120 points. The closing was decent enough. The price did not close at the low. There was some recovery at the end of the day, right? So obviously, post the break down of our today's day low, we can expect the price to further retrace towards the levels of 18,550, followed by 18,500, and maybe 18,450 as well. That's a decent enough retracement. Obviously, it is overall a buy on dip market, right? Do not plan for positional short on Nifty as of now. Why? Because it is trading higher, much higher than the uh, previous all-time high, isn't it? You can see here the prices have been very bullish. You can see here this is my daily time frame on Nifty, and there has been a very smooth rally, right? This is a very smooth rally that has led to the high of 18,880, right? So yes, the price has to test the previous ATH. This is the one. This is the 18,600 mark. So yes, if price manages to sustain above 18,600, then this can be considered as a proper breakout plus retest, and we can expect 19,000 as the target if the last high gets broken, right? So 19,000, yeah, I have to mark this. This is not far away, first of all, right? If you think 19,000 is very hard for Nifty to achieve, then you are absolutely wrong, my friends. Why? Because Nifty is just 300 points away from 19,000. It has made a high of 18,880. So yes, post the breakout of the previous high, it can easily give a 120 point movement, considering the fact that Nifty moved up by 150 points in our previous expiry, right? This is not the expiry of this week, I'm talking about the previous expiry. So yes, that is absolutely possible. You have lots of events. You have the Gujarat elections, right, going on right now, and probably that should lead to some movements in the market if things have not been factored in. I believe that they have already been factored in, but let's see, right? Talking about the US market as well, that is also in a retracement phase. Why? Because the prices moved up uh, in very large amount post the report of the GDP, right? GDP of India as well as US, right? So I'm talking about 2 trading sessions ago, and yesterday the US prices have also fallen. You can see here, if I switch to Dow Jones, this is what I'm talking about. So the price broke this previous high. It was a proper retest, and now you can see that the previous daily candle, it is not that great, right? We can expect a consolidation at around these levels, and if the recent high, that is the high of 34,550, gets broken, then obviously we have a better rally coming in, right? So at least 34,500 can be achieved in the short term, following some profit booking, right? So that is Dow Jones. Of course, Dow Jones is looking great. Uh, till the time you have the global markets helping out the domestic markets, right? If the global markets continue to be bullish, we can expect Nifty to head higher, right? It can lead to a major bull run. So yes, one thing I would like to point out now is you have this month, that is December, and on January, right, at the end of the January there is going to be a lot of volatility. Why? Because you have the budget, right? You have the budget in the first week of February, and that should be bullish. Why? Because, okay, let's not come to politics, but we have to address this, right? BJP should uh, support the market while planning out their budget. Why? Because you have the general elections on in 2024, right? So that is one thing to consider. That's just my view, don't get me wrong. I am expecting a bullish budget this year, I mean on 2023. So that, and again, just stay tuned, I'll plan out a trade setup on the budget day as well, right? I'll upload a video on the same. So as of now, again, for the worst case, Nifty can retrace till 18,420 level, right? So this is the low I'm talking about in Nifty. That can get achieved if the previous ATH, if the price does not manage to sustain above the previous ATH, right? Although still it is going to be a hugely bullish market. Even if after the prices retrace towards the 21 EMA, you can see here this trend line and the 21 EMA are just overlapping each other, so the price can easily retrace till that, right? Now let's have a look at Bank Nifty as well. So overall Bank Nifty is more bullish, right? It is trading much higher than the previous all-time high. The previous all-time high was 41,800 and the price is now trading at around the 43,100, right? So that is absolutely huge, right? It has moved up about 5% from the previous high, isn't it? So Bank Nifty is again very bullish. Here as well, the very short-term price action does not look that strong enough. You can see here I have the 15 minutes time frame plotted here. The prices have been more or less sideways for the last few trading sessions, and today also the price has closed at the day high. You can see here the price opened gap down, there was no gap filling again, right? So for the next day, what I can say is, yeah, there can be a trade setup forming up. If there is no further retracement in Bank Nifty, then what we can expect is, prices may again test this support following the movement on the upside, right? Following the movement on the downside, right? So if the support here is tested, we can actually plan out a long trade here, right? If there is some bullish price action forming up at around this region, and we can add some more quantity once this high is broken, right? So this today's high, right? Today's closing or the today's high, if I just mark this, so that's around 43,130, right? So if that is broken, then again it can head towards 43,500 on an intraday or a positional basis, right? So yes, keep this in mind. This is a ranging market, so we can actually buy at the low and sell at the high, right? That can happen. 43,500 should not get broken so easily. Both the charts, that is the Nifty and Bank Nifty, are indicating some kind of a retracement. So even in the most bullish case, I'm not expecting this high to be broken. Again, we can't say anything about this market because this is very strongly bullish. I was planning for retracement trades in the previous week as well, but that did not work out. The markets turned out to be really bullish. Talking about India VIX, right? Let me switch to it. So yes, now let's talk about India VIX. India VIX is trading at a very impressive level of 13, right? So option sellers, it's not your time. You are not getting premium. So non-direction option sellers are having a hard time in this market. And if there is some increase in the VIX, then this recent option shorters, right? Option sellers, they are going to have a very hard time, right? So again, this market is for directional traders or those who, you know, trade in futures on or in cash market, right? Obviously, I'm not saying that option selling is not going to make you money in this, but yeah, we had better times, isn't it? We had better times. Those who have positions shorted from the beginning of the year, or those who have entered into straddles or strangles in between, so they should be having a decent amount of profit by now. Why? Because the VIX has fallen from much higher levels, right? From 31 to now you have level of 13, right? So the digits have reversed, and that should be profitable for long-term option sellers, isn't it? Now again, since the India VIX is so low, uh, markets should not fall by a lot, right? There can be minor corrections, but overall the market should remain bullish. That's my view. And talking about the HDFC twins, like, let's have a look at them as well. You can see here the HDFC twins, they have created this high, and now it's trading in a consolidation zone, right? So yes, there was a very big movement, but followed by that, the prices were more or less sideways, and you can see here that once this range gets broken on the upside, we can plan for the target of 1720, right? That is near its all-time high. So again, HDFC twins play an important role when it comes to the overall market. Let's look at CNX IT, right? IT sector. This is also doing very well. You can see here it has broken this high and it is sustaining above it. Even the mid cap IT stocks are doing very well, right? You can see here. If I switch to Birla Soft, right? This is Birla Soft. So I had actually recommended a trade setup here at the low, and that turned out to be absolutely amazing. I suggested people to buy 300 call option December month, and that went from 6 rupees to 45 rupees. That led to a huge amount of gain, right? Very simple trade setup. Again, I'll switch to the weekly. You can see here the price was going down like nothing, isn't it? You can see there is hardly any retracement, and it was nearing a support zone, and that can't be the way prices move, isn't it? You are trading near a major confluence area, right? You have this 200 period EMA in your weekly, right? The price is trading near that, and you have this previous CIP, that is the breakout zone as well. So obviously there has to be a retracement, considering the fact that the markets are so much bullish, and even the IT sector itself. So that was the plan. We recommended a trade near the low. I personally did not take it, don't get me wrong, right? So here was the entry point, and you can see the low, the SL was obviously around here, right? And you can see what kind of a movement we got. It went from 270 280 level to 334 today. So that's approximately 20% in just a few trading sessions. So yes, this did really well. And if you find similar IT gems, right, trading around the lows right now, then keep an eye on them. There can be some institutional buying going on, right, in the near term. So that's one more thing to consider. Talking about a few swing trade setups, so let me switch to Dabur, right? Dabur looks good in my opinion. Why is it so? You can see here that price action is good. There was a good movement, and today the prices tested this low, but the reversal from that support zone was absolutely amazing. So yes, post the formation of a nice intraday uptrend, you can go long here, right? And the target for the short term can be at least to this level 625, followed by this ATH, right? So the momentum is pretty strong. If this continues, then obviously we can expect the prices to reach the ATH very soon. All right, so that is Dabur, right? You have the metal stocks as well. They are looking great in my opinion. You can see here, this is Vedanta. There was a gap right here that got filled today, you can see. And if this intraday, if this short-term uptrend continues, then we can expect the breakout of this level, right? All the metal stocks right now are in a similar kind of a price action, right? Let us look at Hindalco, right? Hindalco is also looking very similar. It has actually broken this high and is heading higher. Prices are looking pretty great. Nifty metal, let me switch to it, right? Even Tata still recently broke the high. Nifty metal is at almost at the all-time high, right? So there must be some outperformance in the sector. Why I'm saying so is because Hindalco, Tata Steel, and this Vedanta, they are not at the highs, isn't it? They are much lower than their all-time high. So obviously there has to be some other metal stocks, they are doing much better as compared to this large caps, right? So again, I have not searched for them, you can research them on your part. There is one good trade setup forming up on Kirloskar Ferro, right? Ferrous, this is the one. This is very strongly uptrending, right? And if I switch to the weekly, it has broken out a major weekly high, right? This was the high back in 2021. So what you can expect here is, if the prices continue to sustain above it, we can see a rally till at least 400 in the next 1 to 2 months. That is looking great. So Kirloskar Ferro, I have entered it today, keeping a decent enough stop loss, right? I have kept a stop loss of this one. So 280, it is trading at 318. I have kept a stop loss of 279, right? Yeah, decently large, but who cares about it, isn't it? It is a swing trade, and the price action looks good, volumes are looking great. If we get some good movement on the upside, I'll just trail it to 290, right? Then you will have a very good risk reward forming up. So that is Kirloskar Ferro. uh, so hope you had some idea about the swing trades we are talking about. So yes, Dabur is one. The second is all your metal stocks. Yeah, you can actually grab out some good movements there if the sector continues to favor us, right? So those were a few trade setups from my side. Hope they will help you out for the next week. And if I'm talking about Bank Nifty, so yes, retracement is on the cards, right? Let me switch to Nifty once again, right? I'll show you the weekly time frame of Nifty. Obviously, things will look good, but yeah, even the weekly candle is pretty good, to be honest. It is not that bad, right? It has made a high of 18,887 and closed at about 18,700. So yeah, a weekly closing above the previous all-time high, that is good. And talking about Bank Nifty, I am not sure whether Bank Nifty will have a similar candle or not. So yes, here you can see that there is a weakness forming up. So the prices may retrace a bit, followed by a good upside, right? So yes, things have, the tables have turned, right? everyone were Everyone was bearish before, and even now there are people who are talking about Nifty heading towards 15,000. That is not going to happen, guys, don't worry. The FIIs are buyers now, and most of the worst factors have been already factored in into the market, and now things are pretty stable. Even if things turn bearish, Nifty will not break 17,000 or 16,000, right? There can be a decent enough correction, but that will definitely not be something that is going to lead Nifty to 15,000, right? Unless and until there is a war like situation coming up, right? Although let's not talk about that. I am pretty sure you have understood what I'm trying to say. All right. So hope this helped, guys. Follow us for more. Join the Telegram channel. We are offering free trades on a daily basis. The link is in the description. See you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.